It's the championship matchup with Class A Tournament 2000 here at March Madness. The Illinois High School Association Class A boys basketball title match between the Cardinals of Pleasant Plains and the Shoes, the wooden shoes of Teutopolis. Well, welcome back to Carver Arena. It has been a long day. It has been an incredible day, and things could only get better from here. Along with Norm Van Leer, I'm Mike Liederman. Pleasant Plains against Teutopolis. One team, well, very well rested. Teutopolis had an easy time in the semifinal, and if you were with us for Pleasant Plains, boy, 3 overtimes, piece of cake. We'll show you their march. Pleasant Plains, well, we're taking a look. Verdon, Macomb, Pittsfield, they all went down. Bishop McNamara to open this tournament an easy victory. But Riverton, wow, it took them 3 overtimes. They came down from 6 points back with 1:37 to go to tie, and then they went on to win. Meanwhile, the Wooden Shoes, they had an overtime matchup against Newton. Otherwise, things, well, not too much of a problem until they hit Peoria. Overtime against Nashville, and they came from 13 points down there before their easy win in the semifinals. So, Norm, you've got one team that's presumably rested, one team that's exhausted, and so you know, of course, that means nothing.
Means nothing, and I understand with the tournament like this, when you get out there, just erased all what happened before because it's all brand new. Emotions runs high. The towns that support these guys, I'm telling you, I was in the back there talking to both teams, just saying good luck. What, you know, just great to be around the kids in a situation like this.
Well, Pleasant Plains, we might add, played the second or later game, so they've had even less rest after going overtime. They finished up, oh, maybe about 5 hours ago.
Yes.
Went, got something to eat, sacked out, and presumably are back here and not sleepwalking. Meanwhile, we'll show you a couple of the key people to watch for. First of all, Andrew Gubzinski for Teutopolis. He is 6'7", and he has come back from major knee surgery to be a force.
Well, no doubt. He goes after you. He can shoot well, but he'll go to the hoop and try to break the rim down on you, too, at the same time. And you can see that defense played right there. So they anticipate well, and that's why they're here in the finals.
And for Pleasant Plains, this is a guy who just does everything. Dusty Bensko, 17 straight free throws to win the semifinal.
And after the 3 overtimes, all he could talk about was going to eat. He didn't care how tired he was. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, well, Dusty Bensko is 6'4". He's a junior. He won't impress you until you watch and you look at the scoreboard after the game. So these are 2 players many people have to step up tonight. Talking to Cliff Cameron, who's the coach of Pleasant Plains, he said, yeah, we're a little tired. We may go a little deeper in the rotation. We'll only see what that will lead to. Here's the trophy they're going to be going for as March Madness will culminate tonight right here on Fox Sportsnet Plus.
These days, it seems like everybody's always reachable, instantly accessible. Until there's a busy signal, a hold message, and the realization that your insurance company isn't there for you. Enter Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers real quick. After all, what good is a phone if there's no one there to listen? Country Companies Insurance.
I run a rental car company, and we have 14 Hyundai Accents. Customers are always telling me how much they love the Accents.
So I test drove one and I bought it.
Their 10-year and 5-year warranty definitely shows you what kind of confidence Hyundai has in their vehicles. So I went into the dealership, treated me right, gave me a great deal, walked out of there a happy man. Freedom to me means to be able to go wherever you want without any problems.
The Hyundai Accent comes with the freedom of America's best warranty for only $8,934.
Feast your eyes on gorditas from Taco Bell. Ooh. Warm, pillowy flatbread loaded with seasoned beef and all your favorite stuff. Choose from Baja, Santa Fe, or Supreme.
Ay, ay, ay.
And right now, they're just 49 cents each when you buy any drink. So you can afford to share some with a friend.
Hello, friend.
Gorditas, now just 49 cents with any drink. Grande taste, local value, only at Taco Bell.
The best taste for me is Pepsi. When I'm cruising down the streets of the NYC, me and my boys just shooting the breeze.
On the streets of LA, we sipping a Pepsi. To the effervescent joy, they only call it for me.
The joy of flavor,
the joy of fun,
the joy of bubble,
all on your tongue,
the joy of rolling.
Y'all need a lift?
Yeah. But what about a ride, yo?
Sportsnet's coverage of the IHSA Basketball Championships is brought to you in part by Pepsi, the joy of cola. Country companies, when it matters most, the country's behind you. Hyundai, where driving is believing. Taco Bell, grande taste, loco value. And by the Chicago Tribune. Check out the Preps Plus pages every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the Chicago Tribune sports section. And watch Chicago Tribune's Preps Plus on Fox Sportsnet. The 5th anniversary of the Boys Championships here in Peoria at Carver Arena. Let's go to our public address announcer, Paul Herzog, for tonight's pregame festivities.
Good evening, basketball fans. On behalf of the Illinois High School Association and the city of Peoria, welcome to America's original March Madness. Tonight's Class A championship game in Carver Arena features the Pleasant Plains Cardinals, a record of 33-2. And the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes, a record of 33-1. At this time, we ask you to please stand and address the flag with your hand over your heart as guest soloist Chad Jones, a student at Mount Vernon High School, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's championship game. At a forward for the Pleasant Plains Cardinals, a 6'4" junior, number 3, Dusty Bensko. At a forward for Teutopolis, a 6'7" senior, number 34, Andrew Gubzinski. At a forward for the Cardinals, a 6'2" sophomore, number 40, Ryan Sundley. At center for the Wooden Shoes, a 6'3" senior, number 44, Todd Taylor. At center for Pleasant Plains, a 6'3" junior, number 42, Jess Duracco. One of 3 guards for the Wooden Shoes, the 5'11" senior, number 12, Mitch Custer. At a guard for the Cardinals, a 5'10" junior, number 4, Tyler Kastner. Another guard for the Wooden Shoes, a 5'10" senior, number 14, Nick Swingler. And at guard for Pleasant Plains, a 6'2" senior, number 12, Aaron Zirko. And for Teutopolis at guard, a 6' senior, number 20, Johnny King.
There are the starting lineups. Teutopolis will be in the home white, and there's the coach of Pleasant Plains, Cliff Cameron. His second year at Pleasant Plains. He was at Girard for 3 years before that. 55 up and 10 down with the Cardinals. And on the other side, we'll swing over to Teutopolis. Their veteran coach, Ken Crawford, has been there 19 seasons. 490 wins in his coaching career that spans over 23. In 19 years, 440 up and 105 down. Quite a record, and a state championship in 1986. The officials, John Fall, who's in the middle there, will be the referee. The umpires, Danny Grimm, Dennis Held. And they will have a busy time tonight. Well, Norm, some Hyundai keys to victory. Yes, there are a lot of odds to overcome.
Oh, no doubt. Triple overtimes is always the key at Pleasant Plains up-tempo style. And T-Town dominates the glass. But if you handle all those, then you will win ball games. But, you know, you got to add in there. You got to hit free throws.
Yes, as Riverton was not able to do in the semifinal. And really, that's what gave Pleasant Plains a tremendous up for the win. Pleasant Plains will be in the red uniforms, the white for Teutopolis. Gobzinski, number 34, will jump center. And usually Dusty Bensko does the job for Pleasant Plains.
Well, I can tell you this, Pleasant Plains, you know, they must handle the ball well. Because I don't care how you put it, the emotion and everything else. You know fatigue at one point is going to set in with that triple overtime victory. So handling the ball will negate some of that if you're very careful in that area.
Man-to-man for T-Town. They work it into the post. That is Bensko. He will float basically to all 5 positions. They don't have a real center on this team. But they do have some guards who penetrate. Kastner right away for 2.
And they're starting out with the press already. You know, caught him off guard.
And immediately a timeout called by Teutopolis, and Ken Crawford is hot. He takes a 20. We're going to have a discussion right away. But watch Tyler Kastner, the 5'10" guard, just knifing through the defense.
Beautiful layup on the penetration, but at the same time they came right back to put a press on. But listen, look, avoid their charge, good ball control, athleticism as they call it, and now they turn around, boom, hey, press, and that caused them to use that being T-Town at 22nd timeout.
Pleasant Plains 33-2, Teutopolis 33-1. Our statistician tonight, as he has been all tournament long, Rod Merritt. He's done a fine job. We've got Dave Frambees, our associate director, and here comes Johnny King up for T-Town, breaking the press, and King all the way.
Tough shot right there. Got bit of the press over here in the corner in front of us when he got around. Kastner, you know, he just got right around him as it started. That's it started that press and break the press.
Todd Taylor deflecting the ball out of bounds. It'll still go to Pleasant Plains.
Well, he started out with a little surprise with that press because who would have thought it?
That was Ken Crawford, front view.
Yes. Man-to-man against the good solid man-to-man, nose up in your face man-to-man.
This is Sunley, sophomore. Only starter on the floor from the sophomore class for both teams. Good look. Kastner again.
And I tell you, that is the remedy for having a pressure defense against you. Back door. That is a great play right there to get the pressure off of.
Gobzinski can handle the ball at 6'6". Here is King again.
Two easy layups once they got across half court. So you have to be a little more tentative to your defensive duties, that being the plane.
Kastner 4 and King 4. We're all even up. Oh, right through, but missing the layup was Bensko. Swingler, the rebound.
He had more tough luck shots. He's done a good job to get in there. Tough luck shots.
King again, and he is hacked.
Well, I think they called it.
No foul. It's going to be.
The arrow belongs to Teutopolis.
They say that he was tied up right there, and you can see it. Kastner tied him up, and the ball comes out as we come back to live action. Just about 2 minutes gone by, all tied at 4. State championship on the line. Once again, they swing to King. Kastner playing tough defense, but commits the foul.
Good call. Feet couldn't move quick enough to get around. It was Johnny King. I like that name. Go to the hoop.
Jumping Johnny King.
Jumping Johnny King. Well, he took it to the hoop that time, caused a foul. Position wasn't there, so it was called a block on Tyler.
Inside to King again. And he's hammered again.
Well, what is it as bad as it looked on that play by way of hitting the floor? He went to the hoop, and you know when you go in there, you're going to get challenged. Here's the play. I think everybody forgot that he dribbled. He didn't dribble. He turned around, spun to the hoop. Good block. I mean, you know, as far as not a hard foul is what I'm saying. I mean, he fouled him, but it wasn't as bad as it looked.
Just Rocco on the foul. Here's King. 79% from the line.
Well, you know, I looked at King in the back before they came out, just hanging back to where he had a look in his face, a game look, game face all the way.
Well, right now, he is still the whole story for T-Town. All 6 points. And a lot of pressure here.
It was hit his own man.
Well, if there's a uniform there, go for it.
Well, he went for it and he tried to slam it back in bounds. If you look looking on the screen, he tried to take out his own man on that one. Boy, he's got a demeanor about him I like, because he was all business back there in the lobby.
Here's Bensko again. Finds a way. And again with the tip.
Well, good tip, but once again, he made a magnificent play to get to the hoop. Tough luck shot, but he got his own rebound.
Dusty Bensko now breaks into the scoring column. 32 in the semifinal, 29 in the quarterfinal. All tied at 6.
It's not a very aggressive defense being played by Pleasant Plains at this point. Just basic, not really in your face.
King again. Oh, that time they didn't call a foul. Nice play by Zerko. And a foul on the return on Teutopolis.
I don't know how you can miss a foul with a person shooting the ball, but I don't think anyone in the officials were in position to call that.
Well, call it they did. Johnny King commits the foul, and we'll have more action when we come back.
You don't do what I do for a living unless you want to be heard. How's that? Louder! So banged up my truck, right? I called my insurance company. Did anybody hear me? Nope. Out to lunch. The one time I need them, where are they?
Better to call country companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers, real quick.
Somebody there to listen. That's all I want.
Country Companies Insurance.
Jump in.
Let's go up there.
Just enjoy the ride. Going coast to coast.
Joy flavor, joy fun, joy bubbles on your tongue, joy cola in your life. Want to share my joy? Joy cola, Pepsi Cola.
Yo, Mary, wait up!
State championship game tied at 6. Let's go to Mitch Robinson. Mitch, welcome back.
Hey, Mike, thanks a lot. You know, the cheerleaders on the Teutopolis side have HAB on their socks. That's in honor of one of their own. A member of their cheerleading squad was killed in a car crash earlier in January. They're dedicating the whole season to her. Let's hope that they remember her fondly. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Game all tied at 6. Pleasant Plains inbounding the ball after the Johnny King foul, and here we go. Here's Kastner on the break. Zerko tried to tip and comes up with the offensive rebound. Zerko. Aaron Zerko was short. He was injured in the semifinal. Didn't play very much at all. And here's the reverse to Mitch Custer. And Custer, the leading scorer on this T-Town team, finally gets a touch and a bucket.
Well, I tell you, they have a nice little fast break on that missed shot by Pleasant Plains, you know, and that was a nice guys break because they think in their minds they want to run and try to tire this team out after a triple overtime victory earlier today.
Into Bensko on the post. A nice pickoff by Gubzinski.
Oh, he did. He anticipated very well, and he hustled back to get that foul. Did you see Ryan Sunley? Yeah, he hustled back the foul. Not a bad foul. Didn't let him have the layup, and he grabbed ball. I don't know what he's going to call on that. He grabbed ball. Almost clean, to be honest with you. But it was a foul nonetheless. And he said before he shot it.
Serko comes out for Pleasant Plains, replaced by Jordan Roth, their sixth man. And Gubzinski missing everything.
It should be Plains football, good.
Well, right.
Pleasant Plains ball. I mean, you know, it was a good tussle to go get it.
Cliff Cameron helped the coaches help the officials make the call.
Of course.
Sure they appreciated that right in front of the Plains bench.
We all could use a little help.
Jordan Roth, number 15, a 6'5" sophomore. Very versatile ball player. 6 points, 6 rebounds in the semi. Bensko. Underneath, the follow by Duraco.
I tell you this, when you run your plays, even you take shots like that, you got balance. So therefore, you have somebody in the rebounding position.
King again has it deflected by Dusty Bensko, and back comes Pleasant Plains. Bensko spotting up. And a block as King came by.
Block. But he took his arm out of the socket there. But they stalled the block.
Here's King the other way.
Oh, I like this kid, King. Johnny King is serious out there.
9 of the 11 Teutopolis points for Johnny King. Underneath, Bensko this time is hammered by Gubzinski.
Boy, I'm telling you, he's been in position to get some buckets to go along with it, to make three-point plays. He's having some tough shots and canning his shot, completing the whole move, because he's gotten open or created some one-on-one situation. I mean, he draws fouls, but you got to, you know, somewhere along the line, make those hoops.
Well, he made 62% of them through the season. He's just,
I'm telling you, he's had some great moves that you would think, oh, yeah, here's a bucket, and he doesn't get it. But he gets to the free throw line a lot.
So
he makes those.
He made 17 out of 17 in the semi, so he's now 18 for his last 18. He has made 25 in the row earlier this season.
He can cut that in half with the three-point plays, is what I'm trying to say.
Right. Under 3 minutes to go first quarter, a 1-point lead on the ball for Teutopolis.
Still pressure, a little token pressure, not really going after the ball by Pleasant Plains.
Gubzinski. John Tipton is in the game, number 30. Over to Custer on the foul call. Whistle underneath. It'll go against T-Town. And Johnny King, tough break here for Teutopolis. That's the second foul on Johnny King.
Yes, and you know, he is right now the most aggressive ball player they have out there, and he's going for it.
Tipton out. Taylor, the starter, back in. Todd Taylor for Teutopolis.
Well, King better be careful. Still 2 minutes left in this first period, the first quarter, I should say. And, hey, be careful. You're against the third. You can see both field goals.
Yeah, both teams shooting pretty well.
Not bad. Pleasant Plains bringing it out a little bit, spreading it out, which is not a bad idea. The triple overtime game they've had, I keep mentioning that because it's brought about fatigue. I can see the difference in their game already by way of just the ball handling, the crisp passing they had in the semifinals as opposed to now in the final.
That ball went through Sunley's hands.
That's just fatigue to me. You know, this team handles the ball too well to have that happen, and it's happened quite often to start this game.
Tipton, Custer, a long three. And drew a lot of air is about it.
That was the NBA three there.
43% three-point shooter, Mitch Custer.
Coach has a lot of confidence with King in there. And like you said, 2 fouls in the first quarter. He's leaving them in there, and they're in the zone right now.
They're going to try to force it into Sunley, and Taylor, smart play, sends the ball off the sophomore, and Teutopolis will retain possession.
There's a play right there. Like I said, the crisp passing that Plains had before. Oh, that hurt me over here. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
You're tired enough.
That's, I know. Carrying the ball. Boy, that's twice I've seen that call today. You don't see that much in today's game.
Now, good defense there by Gestoracco, too.
Yeah, good,
everybody's so spoiled by carrying the ball from South Pole to North Pole.
Right. Well, anytime your hand got underneath the basketball, that was carrying the ball, let alone a high dribble. Yeah. But they called it, so it's a surprise to me. This is zone being played right now. 1-2-2.
Coming up to the final minute here of period number 1. As the shot short from Roth. Offensive rebound, Pleasant Plains. Roth again.
Little off.
And Gobzinski tied up by Bensko. Suddenly and Bensko double teamed Gobzinski on the rebound. And possession arrow to Pleasant Plains.
Well, you see this. Once again, a little ball movement. Open shots they hit early. Just not hitting right now. Put the ball up like you're taught. Call the jump ball.
Pleasant Plains down 1. And the ball last touched by Kastner.
I tell you, a lot of tip balls and deflections at this particular time of Pleasant Plains that you didn't see in the first game. So they got to get that together.
Custer working against the double team.
Good defense, trapping. They got a zone.
And we get a foul call on that double team against Pleasant Plains. Sunley was around there.
We got 28.3 seconds left in this quarter.
And that goes on Bensko. First foul on Dusty. And here is Bo Gum. Boy, what a game he had in the semifinal. Came off the bench. He was incredible. 5 for 6 from the field, 2 for 2 from three-point range, 13 points.
Well, if he can repeat that performance and get this team going right now, because I think under the conditions that they've come into this final, they're playing pretty well for the first quarter.
Seconds ticking down in the first quarter. Johnny King. Short. Here comes Kastner looking at the clock. Goes left, goes right.
Well, shot it too hard. Well, he got there, but he just shot too hard.
All right, we're through one period. Teutopolis and Pleasant Plains. The Wooden Shoes have the 1-point lead. The state championship on the line. Stay tuned. We'll be back right here on Fox Sports Net Plus.
If you buy her dinner, she's got to give it up.
Wake up. Just because you take us out doesn't mean you get sex.
You know, babes, they all say no, but they really mean yes.
Wake up. When we say no, we mean it.
She keeps saying stop, but no way.
She owed you.
Wake up. Nothing ever gives you the right to force sex.
It doesn't make you cool, powerful, or a man.
Just a rapist.
The bull machine is ready to roll. Bulls basketball on Fox Sports Net.
Oh, face to face!
Turn us on all season long.
For all of your heating, cooling, and electrical needs, contact Jim Kriego at Jim's Electric in Meltz Alley. Jim is your Armstrong heating and cooling dealer, and he stocks Square D electrical components. Jim's Electric in Meltz Alley in Flora, or phone 662-JIMS. When you need the professional advice of an attorney, contact the law office of Coble & Malone in Meltz Alley in Flora. They can take care of those needs. Bob Coble and Gary Malone offer you a broad range of services through their general practice of law. When you have questions, they have the answers.
The place for one-stop gift shopping is Weber's Clothing and Weber's Jewelry. You'll find an incredible selection of fine jewelry and gifts at Weber's Jewelry. Choose from a large variety of brilliant diamonds, colored gemstones, crystal gifts, famous maker watches, clocks, and more. At Weber's Clothing, you'll find the largest selection of men's suits in the area. They also carry a large variety of name-brand dress shirts, shoes, coats, leather jackets, and more. Visit Weber's Clothing and Weber's Jewelry in Teutopolis, where great prices, quality, and service count most.
Ted Haney in for Teutopolis, number 22, a 6'4" junior. This is Tipton, number 30, and Mitch Custer, their leading scorer, had the other 2 points in the first quarter.
Pleasant Plains in the man-to-man, as you can see there. And it's not as aggressive as I've seen them play in the other games right now. When you retrieve and receive the ball, man, they were in your face. Right now, it's more of a sagging man-to-man, saying take the outside shot. Get in.
Tipton has it slammed in his face by Sunley.
That was a nice block. Yes.
Maybe it's a passive-aggressive kind of defense, and here is Gobzinski back.
Well, here's, you know, they're kind of laid back on the defense. When you went to the hoop, good help, and all ball.
Well, that's why the sophomore plays.
Absolutely. Give me that kind of D.
King with the screen. Sunley another rebound, and he is fouled by Taylor.
Call him pretty tight on the rebounds and shots and plays like that, and also on the traps. And I don't know, I'd like to see him just let him go for a little bit and play this game. It is a championship game, but makes a world of difference. You start calling fouls like that, because I didn't think it was enough contact to put a foul on it, but hey, that's the way it goes. You have to make the adjustments when they call him tight.
First foul on Taylor into Sunley, and he moves and misses the layup.
Well, they've blown about 2 or 3 of those, and they've had opportunity to put it in there by good moves.
No scoring so far. A minute and a half gone by in the second quarter as Gobzinski has a problem holding on.
They lost it going out.
Andrew Gobzinski headed for Eastern Illinois, has a scholarship there.
Yeah, neither team has scored in a while.
Bensko with Tipton on him, gets the screen from Sunley. Looking for the pick and roll. This time Bensko makes it count.
Yes, he did. I mean, he picked his way through there. 4 layup on a pick, crossover dribble, got in and laid it up.
Tipton from 3. Offensive rebound, Tipton again. Who's got it?
Okay.
Roth for Plains. Up it comes to Bensko.
Good move.
1, 2, 3 guys around him.
I kind of like that no call. It had to be something because it's contact, but
be consistent.
All right.
King, Kester, and back to King. Gobzinski rolling down low. This is Kester.
Tell you what you're doing. Pleasant Plains is giving a one-shot and out, which is a good sign with their rebounding.
Slowly getting into move.
Right.
Jordan Roth.
They're getting some easier layups and make some of them.
Kester the other way.
That was just too easy. Coast to coast. You got to get back in somewhere. He's got to find where the ball is.
All of a sudden, we have a little racehorse here.
Yeah, they had a little running game going right there.
44.
Gum, a really good spot-up shooter. Roth has the opening.
All right, good ball movement on that one. They start hitting that shot because they've shown the ability to get the open man by the way they move the basketball. Just got to hit a few of those.
Roth just about at his average of 5.5 a game. He's got 5.
And he's had a couple opportunities out there. He hit that one.
Pleasant Plains now with a 4-point lead. Teutopolis ranked 2nd in the coaches' poll in Class A. Gobzinski from off the screen. And look at Roth go up for the rebound.
Great rebounding so far by Pleasant Plains. That's the difference right now.
Taylor had position. Here's Sunley. And Taylor gets him again.
The momentum's building up in Pleasant Plain as far as confidence goes coming out. You can forget about being tired. You can see what started this whole play is defense rebounding. You get it down the court, you go down, little contact underneath. I thought the block was good by way of blocking the shot, but it was body contact underneath as you got double teamed. But it all started by rebounding and getting the ball.
Ryan Sumley, 66% from the line. His first point.
And what's got this team into the championship, Pleasant Plains, is hitting their free throws down the stretch. Most of that by Dusty Bensko, but the lack of Riverton.
Good look at Chester Rocco.
One reason that Pleasant Plains is here.
All right, Sumley makes them both. His team now has a 6-point lead, biggest of the ball game. 4:11 to go, second quarter. We'll be back.
Time to play a different tune. Elton Brand and the Bulls look to deliver a loss to the Mailman's Jazz. Bulls Jazz, Monday at 6:30 on Fox Sports Net.
I work in an operating room, and sometimes it gets pretty hectic. My wife and I are expecting our first child. The last thing I need to worry about is my car. My Elantra comes with a 10-year powertrain warranty. I can rely on it. There are no worries.
Get the car Consumer's Digest named at Best Buy with air and power package.
Freedom's getting behind the wheel of the car, putting the key in the ignition and going.
Get the 2000 Hyundai Elantra for only $12,234.
For your prescription medicine needs, come to Throgmorton Palace Pharmacy. We are willing to work with our customers to achieve their best health. We can provide specialized medication preparation and compounding services as ordered by your doctor. We even have a 24-hour prescription service and offer free delivery. Visit the gift gallery for greeting and special occasion cards. See our selection of collectibles such as precious moments and cherished teddies. Our variety of Christmas ornaments is sure to be appreciated year-round. Come to Throgmorton Palace Pharmacy and the gift gallery today.
Your carrier. Cardinals of Pleasant Plains have opened up a 6-point lead on Teutopolis here in the second quarter, and be sure to come back next weekend for the boys' AA basketball tournament, beginning with quarterfinal action Friday at noon. Then on Saturday we'll have the semis at 11 and 1, third place game 6:30, and the championship AA game will be live at 8:30. So that's the lineup for next week. Notice normally here I slipped into my old New Yorkese. I said tournament.
Tournament.
Instead of tournament. Come on.
Tournament.
Back to live action in this tournament. And T-Town down 6. Custer stops it, pops it.
1 and out.
Good down.
1 and out. Well, he looked up. He had a layup. He didn't look up.
Yeah, Roth was ahead of the field.
Yes, he was.
And here we go. DeRocco. Once, twice. Can't get it to go. No call. As King and DeRocco collided. DeRocco said something to the official Grimm.
Well, he just blew a layup. That's all he did right there. He should have made that. Tough. Easy for me to say standing and sitting over here.
Well, you made more than your share.
You get that
a few. Custer from 3-point, no good.
You got to take advantage of the fact that Teutopolis is missing some jump shots, and that's where they're getting it from. When they were going to the hoop, making things happen.
Sumley's been a hoss under the boards for Pleasant Plains.
But I tell you, yes, it's 1 and out. And they got to take advantage of this, though, when they're missing like that. Had this lead even more.
King with a quick poke, knocked the ball away.
Because I tell you this, I don't think Teutopolis is going to continue to miss that many. This team's too good.
Roth, Bensko runs the baseline.
Nice follow. Nice follow. You notice a lot of their plays, they've always got somebody in rebounding position. That's because floor balance.
Gubzinski all the way. Tipton.
One of the few second chance opportunities that Teutopolis has taken and got right there. Usually it's 1 and out.
Tipton, who averages 10, has his first bucket. Brings the lead back to 6 points. Here's Roth looking underneath the Bensko. And a foul among 3 T-Town players.
Yes, he draws a crowd out there. I'll tell you that being the Bensko.
Tipton gets the foul.
Old Dusty.
second foul. Taylor comes back. And Nick Swingler sits down. And the ball out of bounds. What's the call? The officials say it stays with Pleasant Plains.
Right in front of the Teutopolis crowd over there. They didn't like that call.
Well, neither did Ken Crawford. Both hands to face.
Yeah.
Well, this you could do in high school. You can send the ball back behind midcourt on an out-of-bounds play, and then you can lose it easily, too.
Yeah, they're just ball handling that wasn't there. That's a turnover.
King has cooled off since the first quarter where he had 9 points. Gobzinski with a purpose. Short there. Underneath and the foul as King goes up, finding his way for the offensive boards.
Well, he's become aggressive again in that play. You see right here, it's a missed shot. Could have been a foul called there, but it wasn't. He's up with it. Back up strong. Yes.
And Jordan Roth gets his first foul. Here's Johnny King. 2 for 2 from the free throw line so far. Heavy on that. Here comes Kastner back in. Bogum goes out. Did not score.
Really low scoring game with 2 minutes left and before the half's over. It's 21-15.
Gets the roll. He's got 10. First player in double figures tonight, Johnny King. And the lead is 5. 2 minutes exactly here in the first half. 2 sophomores on the floor now for Pleasant Plains. Here's one of them. Suddenly, look at this. Little out of control. And the other sophomore, the offensive rebound, Roth. Kastner for 3.
Tell you, some tough shots, some good looks. Ball's not dropping for either team on a long distance. And Coach Crocker, he wants a foul over the back, and he's yelling right in front of us here as we speak.
Minute 25 and ticking. We've seen a lot of teams take the air out of the ball in the final 2 minutes of a period.
Absolutely. I was going to say the same thing. It's such a big part of the game because you have to play with your hands up.
Tipton has it picked off.
For instance, right there. You didn't need it. You got the clock. You got the lead. And you try that. Now, if it works, if you threw it a little better, you had a layup.
That was King.
But that was a good defensive back play right there by King.
Halftime coming up. We've got Mitch Robinson. We'll be talking with Rock Falls coach Tom Siegel. We'll have stats and highlights. Rock Falls, of course, the defending state champion, went down in the quarterfinals in a thrilling game with Riverton.
40 seconds.
Custer. Mitch Custer with 6.
Thought they would hold it for 1 shot all the way down to it, but they let them take the first open shot, and they did. It's 21-18 at this point with 25 seconds left in the half.
Cameron wants 1 shot from Pleasant Plains. Looking into Bensko. Kastner.
10 seconds. Should go to work now.
Kastner with Kustner on him. Better hurry. Bensko at the buzzer.
Well, a good look, and that's the way the half should end when you have the ball. Either you get the last shot, the points, or no one else touches the ball. That was worked to perfection the last 40 seconds.
Well, Teutopolis came in here as the #2 ranked team. Pleasant Plains coming in, and they've got the lead. This shot rims out, but enough have gone in for Pleasant Plains to lead 21-18. Let's go to Ms. Robinson.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Obviously, you got the lead, but you don't look very pleased with the finish of the second quarter to me.
Oh, I don't know. We're playing a lot on guts right now. I tell you that after the big game we had today and coming out, I think we made some mistakes towards the end of the half. We could be sitting a little bit better than 3 points ahead right now, which would be a lot more comfortable going going in. The pass right there. Now, it's hard to communicate out here. I didn't want them to go for one shot, and we really didn't get what we wanted there at the end of the shot in the half. But anytime Dusty gets the ball, he's going to get up a good shot. So it wasn't a bad shot, but it wasn't really what we wanted. So hopefully we'll come back second half and get it up and come away with the win tonight. It's going to be a battle.
Yes, it is. Get some rest for the third quarter.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Stay with us. Halftime rolls on right here at Carver Arena, right here on Fox Sports Net.
Sunday at 9 on Going Deep. For minority players, NHL ice used to be a cold place. But is the playing surface evening out? A look at progress in professional hockey. Going Deep, Sunday at 9 on Fox Sports Net.
Well, what'll it be, sweetheart?
Let me guess. A nice, cold Pepsi. I wouldn't want to hear one of those crazy voices of yours, huh?
Honey, you ain't heard nothing yet. Hit it, fellas.
Feast your eyes on gorditas from Taco Bell. Ooh, warm, pillowy flatbread loaded with seasoned beef and all your favorite stuff. Choose from Baja, Santa Fe, or Supreme.
Ay, ay, ay.
And right now, they're just 49 cents each when you buy any drink. So you can afford to share some with a friend.
Hello, friend.
Gorditas, now just 49 cents with any drink. Grande taste, local value, only at Taco Bell.
These days, it seems like everybody's always reachable, instantly accessible. Until there's a busy signal, a hold message, and the realization that your insurance company isn't there for you. Enter Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers real quick. After all, what good is a phone if there's no one there to listen?
Thank you for your patience.
Country Companies Insurance.
Welcome back, Carver Arena. It is 21-18 Pleasant Plains in front of Teutopolis in the Single A Championship game. I'm Mitch Robinson. At halftime, you're looking at the third and fourth place teams getting ready to get their awards. Joining me now, Rock Falls head coach Tom Sigel and the defending state champs. You lose last night in a close one. Was it any different for you this year? Were you treated differently as a state champ?
Well, I think so for most of the year, and even through our summer games, that everybody knew who we were, and you know, probably played a little bit harder against us, trying to beat us and knock us off, especially through the tournament trail. But I think with our group of guys, I think they're a great group. They're real goal-oriented, and that helped drive us a little bit too, to know that we had to come out and play every night. I think we learned that early, and it helped us late in the year.
Do you think back to that shot Brian Vance hit, that three-pointer? I mean, for me, it was one of the most exciting games I'd seen, and to come in the state title game at that moment, you couldn't ask for anything else.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting for me as well, and watched it a few times. But in all honesty, it seems real strange that now tonight is when it's really set in, because there was a lot of things happening throughout the spring that just kind of went by real quickly, and then we started working for this year, and I've really focused on this team. But I think today and tonight being down here, it's really kind of sinking into what we accomplished last year.
Well, good luck next season. You have your All-Stater in Jorge, and we hope to see you back down here.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining me. Stay with us when we come back. First half highlights from the Single A Championship.
These days, it seems like everybody's always reachable, instantly accessible. Until there's a busy signal, a hold message, and the realization that your insurance company isn't there for you. Enter Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers real quick. After all, what good is a phone if there's no one there to listen?
Thank you for your patience.
Country Companies Insurance.
Feast your eyes on gorditas from Taco Bell. Ooh, warm, pillowy flatbread loaded with seasoned beef and all your favorite stuff. Choose from Baja, Santa Fe, or Supreme.
Ay, ay, ay.
And right now, they're just 49 cents each when you buy any drink. So you can afford to share some with a friend.
Hello, friend.
Gorditas, now just 49 cents with any drink. Grande taste, local value, only at Taco Bell.
I run a rent-a-car company, and we have 14 Hyundai Accents.
Customers were always telling me how much they love the accent. So I test drove one and I bought it. Their 10-year and 5-year warranty definitely shows you what kind of confidence Hyundai has in their vehicles. So I went into the dealership, treated me right, gave me a great deal, walked out of there a happy man. Freedom to me means to be able to go wherever you want without any problems.
The Hyundai Accent comes with the freedom of America's best warranty for only $8,934.
The best taste for me is Pepsi. When I'm cruising down the streets of the NYC, me and my boys just shooting the breeze.
On the streets of LA, we sipping a Pepsi. To the effervescent joy, they only call it for me.
The joy of flavor.
The joy of fun.
The joy of bubble.
All on your tongue. The joy of
Y'all need a lift?
Class A championship at halftime. Pleasant Plains by 3 over Teutopolis Wooden Shoes and Norm Van Leer. It is probably surprising to a lot of folks that Pleasant Plains has been so aggressive. We'll see from the statistics they're out rebounding Teutopolis 21-13.
Yes, they are, but at the same time, Teutopolis is missing some good looks at some shots that they've taken. One shot now for the most part of the night, and I think that's where you have to really get to Pleasant Plains and give them a compliment on that, because that's what's keeping them in the game right now and now the lead. I'm quite surprised with that aggressive play on the boards, but they need to do that to continue to win if they want to win this ball game.
All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights. Johnny King started out like a house of fire for Teutopolis. 9 points in the first quarter. His team had a total of 11. There he is for 2. Meanwhile, Dusty Bensko, he had 32 points in the semifinal. Here he is working his magic again.
Well, he went through the hoop right there, like you said before, it looked like slow motion, but he got to the hoop and got it done right there.
John Roth, sophomore, comes in off the bench, nails the 3 right there, and watch the other sophomore, Sunley, with the follow-up here for Pleasant Plains. Meanwhile, another sub, John Tipton comes through.
And if you get those second chance opportunities with the Wooden Shoes of Teutopolis, if they can do that, then they'll change this game around. At the same time, Pleasant Plains better take advantage of the shooting not being that great by Teutopolis, because I'm telling you, they're going to get hot some point in this game. So they better take advantage of it.
There you see the leading scorers. Johnny King, the only one in double figures. Bensko and Roth, 6 and 5 for Pleasant Plains. Mitch Robinson will be coming up with Ken Crawford, Teutopolis coach. Hear about his second half strategy, and we'll begin right after these commercial words.
Feast your eyes on gorditas from Taco Bell. Ooh, warm, pillowy flatbread loaded with seasoned beef and all your favorite stuff. Choose from Baja, Santa Fe, or Supreme.
Ay, ay, ay.
And right now, they're just 49 cents each when you buy any drink. So you can afford to share some with a friend.
Hello, friend.
Gorditas, now just 49 cents with any drink. Grande taste, logo value, only at Taco Bell.
Get out of here. What? You want to dance, old man?
Want strong bones? Calcium may help prevent osteoporosis.
You don't do what I do for a living unless you want to be heard. How's that? Louder! So I banged up my truck, right? I called my insurance company. Did anybody hear me? Nope. Out to lunch. The one time I need them, where are they?
Better to call country companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers, real quick.
Somebody there to listen. That's all I want.
Country Companies Insurance.
No, hockey is a lot like wrestling. We both love action. We both love the big hits. We both love performing for the millions and millions of our fans. There is, however, just one difference. Hockey's scripted, right?
Looking at the statistics for the first half, you can see highlighted the rebounding advantage we talked to you about for Pleasant Plains. Meanwhile, the only thing keeping Plains in the ballgame besides the rebounding is that Teutopolis, a 50% team from the field, is shooting not even 30%. Let's check in now with Mitch Robinson. He's got Ken Crawford with him.
Actually, Mike, I don't just yet.
Okay, we'll check in with you in a minute. Hold on there, Mitch. Meanwhile, as we look at the third place trophy, Bureau Valley, a school only 5 years old, takes third place in the state. And we'll be back, we presume, with Coach Ken Crawford after this.
Jump in.
Let's go, I'm there.
Just enjoy the ride. Going coast to coast.
Joy flavor, joy fun, joy bubbles on your tongue, joy cola in your life. Want to share my joy? Joy cola, Pepsi cola.
Yo, Mary, wait up! If you really want to know Chicago from people who know Chicago, click here. Metro Mix, Chicago's complete online entertainment guide.
From the new Comiskey Park to the legendary Wrigley Field. From the Bulls Berto Center to the Blackhawks locker room, prepare to go behind the scenes of your favorite Chicago sports teams.
Watch Full Access Saturday at noon on Fox Sports Net. Hockenheim, Schumacher, McLaren, Ferrari. Formula One 2000 season premiere, the Australian Grand Prix, Sunday at 9 a.m. on Fox Sports Net.
Hello, I'm Jim Corno, Senior Vice President and General Manager of Fox Sports Net Chicago. This year, our Sports Awards dinner raised over $210,000 benefiting the March of Dimes. This money will go to support the battle against birth defects. On behalf of all of us here at Fox Sports Net, I'd like to thank everyone who supported the dinner and encourage you to support the March of Dimes all year long.
This is Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back. Halftime, 21-18. Pleasant Plains in front of Teutopolis. Joining me now, Ken Crawford, the head coach of Teutopolis. Coach, who would have thought this low-scoring a game and 29% from the field, that has to trouble you a little bit in the first half?
It's really troubled us a lot. We really haven't attacked them offensively, and that's been a real concern of ours. And yet we've given up a lot of offensive rebounds, and that's hurt us. And they've gotten a couple baskets off transition. We're just going to simply come out and play to win in the second half and take it to them offensively.
All right, good luck. We look forward to seeing the second half. Stay with us. Second half just about ready to start right here at Carver Arena. 21-18 is your halftime score.
You don't do what I do for a living unless you want to be heard. How's that? Louder! So banged up my truck, right? I called my insurance company. Did anybody hear me? Nope. Out to lunch. The one time I need them, where are they?
Better to call country companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers, real quick.
Somebody there to listen. That's all I want.
Country Companies Insurance.
Mike Lederman, Norm Van Leer, Mitch Robinson, we're all here, and we're glad you're joining us. The state championship, the Class A state championship, March Madness 2000 here at Carver Arena. Just about ready for the start of the second half. Ken Crawford talking to the wooden shoes of Teutopolis. At times they were playing as though they were wearing them, Norm. They were just struggling.
Well, they're not getting the, that aggressive play they've had to get here. At the same time, they're not shooting that well, obviously under 30%.
Right.
And I think when you really shoot that poorly, I don't know if it's been good defense or just bad shooting. And I would like to get the latter part of that Pleasant Plains has to take advantage of that.
Right. Well, you just wonder the way T-Town's been playing. Which team had the triple overtime game?
That's my point. And maybe because of that mindset going in, hey, they're tired. Hey, that could trouble you, and you can also get troubled and tired in the mind when you think like that. So they better come out and play some basketball and get in the face of this team.
This is Kastner for Pleasant Plains. They're in the Cardinal red. Teutopolis in the home white with the navy trim. This is Roth, the sophomore, who's starting the second half. Kastner with the left hand had the open shot underneath Bensko. Can't buy it, but he gets his own rebound and makes it count.
That's 3 opportunities at the bucket. Now, if you do that, you're going to be in deep trouble. And I tell you, this team has more heart. That's Pleasant Plains. You got to watch it. You got to be careful.
Here's King over Bensko. Doesn't go, and suddenly the rebound. Beginning of the third quarter is such a crucial time in a ball game. Here is Roth. Doesn't get it. King does. Doesn't have the numbers. And Roth takes it away.
Plains ball. Because I thought that was good defense myself.
King came down with a 1-on-3 right there. You'll see it here, Norm.
I thought it was good defense. Now, I may be wrong. I thought it was a good block. He stole the ball, and he came down on it, and he's out of bounds.
And that's what's going on.
Now, here's a better view of it, a better look at it. Good steal, and he came down on the ball out of bounds.
No question. So here is Pleasant Plains back on the attack.
And they had to be aggressive, and he aggressively went to the hoop, but it didn't work. That's all.
Bensko, what an opening for Roth.
And who is more aggressive right now? It's definitely Pleasant Plains is taking it right to them.
North with 7, and Kastner with a reach whack across the arm, And that is a fatigue foul.
That is. Your feet are not moving, your body's not moving, so you reach. And that's what that was. And that's why you have to be that aggressive. Teutopolis has to play with that approach to make this team pay for the great game that they've had in the semifinals.
King comes out for Teutopolis.
Because this is not the time to feel sorry for anybody. It's just the way the nature of the setup of the games played in the playoffs.
There's Tipton, who's come in for King. Down low, Gubzinski, who still hasn't scored. Custer's also been held pretty much in check. There he is.
Well, they had opportunities. They're just missing shots. It's not like they haven't had good shots. 0 for 4, Gubzinski.
Long one from Kester. It'll go. It's a 3 and the foul.
Be a 4-point play, right?
Well, that's one quick way to get back in the ball game in a hurry. Johnny Fall, the referee.
Right,
watch it here.
They're wide open. See, they've had the shot all night. They just haven't hit it. Now they're hitting it. Well, at least on this particular set. Now, if they start hitting that now, I'm telling you, that's where Pleasant Plains may be in trouble. But right now, they have a 4-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
25-21.
They make Dusty, they put Dusty outside to handle the ball more than the inside play. Bad shot. That wasn't a good shot.
Roth missing and the foul on the other side after the rebound by Taylor.
Well, you see this play right here. I thought it was a bad shot. A little force action. Can get a better shot than that. Here we get a little extra elbow. Oh, man, made me cough on that one.
3 straight times down the floor, we got foul calls.
That's just reaching. That's fatigue. And that's what Teutopolis needs to do is approach and go after him. Make him pay for being tired.
Rocco, his second foul for Pleasant Plains.
Right now, this is playing into the hands of Pleasant Plains. When you really get down to it, the style of ball has been played out there.
Custer working off a Gubzinski screen and blocked by DeRocco.
Nice play. Now make him pay for it.
Bensko with Custer dogging him. 2 All-State players going against each other. And the ball tipped out by Kester and Teutopolis.
You see a little turn up of the level of intensity by Teutopolis right now, and I think that's their approach, and their coach certainly said that to Mitch Robinson, that they need to turn it up a little bit.
Kester made the good play, making the steal, and then taking it the other way. Gobzinski still can't find it. Suddenly the rebound.
Well, if you looked up, you had a break.
Roth back to it.
Good ball movement on this particular set so far.
T-Town's been in the man-to-man. Rocco missing. And here comes Swingley with the ball.
You got to counter by getting some scores, though.
Custer goes up again. And the foul underneath.
All right.
It'll go against Teutopolis.
Good hustle, both parts.
The official, Dan Grimm, no question about it, came running in from backcourt and calls the foul on Taylor. That's his third.
Taylor's a little upset. Todd, tough one.
25-21. Pleasant Plains holding on to a 4-point lead. We'll take a break here.
To most folks, it's just rain. But to those who use Balance 2000 pre-herbicide for corn, it's the world's best weed control. Because with just a half-inch of rain, Balance 2000 recharges, providing your best shot at true one-pass weed control. The way we see it, it's your corn. But from now on, they're our weeds. Balance 2000.
Your Carrier Indoor Weather Report. Well, it's ideal in Death Valley, just perfect in Alaska, fair and mild in New Orleans, and everywhere else you find Carrier Indoor Weather Systems that have been making the weather you like since 1902. Here's who to call for custom-made indoor weather in your neck of the woods.
For all of your home heating and cooling needs, call Steve Taylor at Electro Electric, 904 North Main Street in Flora, or call 662-4520.
Carrier custom-made indoor weather.
Whoa! Discover the 5-star treatment at Geckner Brothers Chrysler, Plymouth, Dodge, Jeep, and Effingham. This means everyone working together to make sure you get the best service possible. Five-star, a new approach to servicing and selling new cars and trucks. It's better. We'll prove it. Geckner Brothers Chrysler, Plymouth, Dodge, Jeep, 600 East Fayette and Effingham, your Chrysler 5-star dealer.
Here in our Fox Sports Net crew as we go long to Roth. A little too much bounce, otherwise he had the lead layup.
Better pass, you had a touchdown.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wayne Corbett action there. Rocco with the skip pass over, and inside we go.
He's dangerous when he's in there, I'm telling you.
Well, Bensko is fouled.
He's dangerous when he gets the ball in there. He can create. Very slow moving. I said before, like Mullins reminds me of over at Indiana Pacers. You see right here, he took his time.
Tipped
little hook action right here, but he got it off. Boom, got fouled. All right, give me the flop. There you go.
Third foul on John Tipton. There's Casey Bensko. He's made 19 free throws in a row. Well, so much for that streak.
Well, you know, showed a little fatigue. I'm going to throw that in the face every time because that triple overtime victory in the semifinals, which was a few hours ago, certainly has to play a part in this team tonight.
Kastner comes out. Bo Gum in for Pleasant Plains. Bensko trying to start a new streak.
And he is. You know what? He clanked it. Now, he hasn't done that in his 19 or 17 straight or whatever. It would have been net.
Yeah.
So you can tell a little bit of, a little off a little bit. Oh, it's backcourt. Didn't call it.
King is back in now after having a seat on the bench. Gobzinski trying to work strong to the hoop. And he'll get fouled by Sunley for Ryan Sunley, his second.
He's trying to get to the hoop because he has been held to just about nothing.
Not just about.
Yeah, he's scoreless in this game, so here's a top man that's been shut down.
Second leading scorer on the team. He's got the ball.
And he's had a couple good looks earlier, but right now he's struggling to get a shot.
Three-point try. Kester again.
Like I said, if they start hitting that, it could turn this whole game around because they've had the look for the outside. They just haven't hit the shot.
Pleasant Plains lead down to 2, and the crowd starts to come alive as the ball is off the hands of Dusty Bensko.
Well, that was good defense by Johnny King. who made it very difficult to retrieve that by deflecting it, and then it deflected off Dusty Bensko. You can see the replay right here. It's good defense, a little deflection. Then Dusty lost it. But that's good defense without the ball to create something when the ball comes in your territory.
Whatever King learned on the bench obviously served him well. Good pass underneath the Gubzinski from King.
They start hitting the shots, get turned the tide, get this crowd, the fans over there to Teutopolis involved in the game. Now you need a hoop to come down on the other end here. You need something to counter.
All tied at 26. Remember, Teutopolis had a game like this in the quarterfinal.
Wasn't ready to shoot, because that was a play you should have shot that one.
They were down 13 against Nashville, then came back to win it in overtime. It's a little early to start drawing parallels, but they were down most of this game. Now they're tied. Bensko. Gubzinski underneath. And we'll get the foul called on Sumley as he and Bensko were double-teaming Gubzinski, hoping for a 5-second call.
Well, he got very aggressive in that, like, you're not going to touch me. And could have been in danger of getting the foul, but here he did. Rebound, up, miss, boom. Oh. So, I mean, you know, who's throwing their elbows?
Quite an elbow right to the draw.
What I'm saying,
Bensko.
I think there's reason to go after that, because if you're allowed to play defense. You're allowed to harass the guy by standing there. So if you play a little aggressive, you got to be careful, but try to break that time.
2 minutes, 22 seconds to go third quarter. And there's an official timeout on the floor. Well, we talked about the third quarter doldrums that a lot of teams seem to suffer through. Pleasant Plains held the lead. They held the lead at halftime, and now they've got to keep their momentum if they're going to stay in this ball game.
I think, Mike, that when you look at this situation, this type of game favors Pleasant Plains to me, because only the fact that you're slowing it down, you're playing a low-scoring game. You don't see the burst-out effect of the Teutopolis, so unless they get super hot, start making breaks and stretch this out to make Pleasant Plains play a little more defense to try to come back into a game, it's in their favor right now.
8-3 run for T-Town has tied it up, and you can see the field goal shooting. It's still hardly stellar, but Pleasant Plains is shooting 25%. Teutopolis 3 for 7. That's 43%.
Yeah, like I said, you want to keep it low, and you want to keep the low tempo and not the up-tempo game that they normally play, because of the fact they did play a triple overtime game, and you have to factor that in.
Love that hat. Love those shoes.
They're having fun.
Well, they're used to this. You know, they come here often.
Oh, yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Pleasant Plains in its 4th tournament. First one since 1997.
Yeah, I would say this. Now, Andrew Gubzinski needs to be a little careful, because I see frustration setting in the fact that he's not scoring right now. So on the other end, he's been a little aggressive. So better be under control.
Bo Gum is back in, number 10 for Pleasant Plains. This is Swingler. Gubzinski calling for the ball over on the right side. DeRocco's done a fine job on him.
Yes, a good, clean, no pun intended, defense by Pleasant Plains. Just simple defense. Nothing aggressive by way of going in your face, way out. Just good, sagging defense.
King has it stuffed beautifully by Jordan Ross.
That's what I mean. And they're making Teutopolis come to them with the offense and not going to them on the defense. See right here, just back up. All right, you got it. I got a height advantage. Okay, keep my ground. But you shot, hey, it's coming back at you, because I simply have the position and the height over you right there. That's what I'm saying about the defense where Pleasant Plains playing right now is Teutopolis has to come to them.
Kastner in, Roth out, and right off the inbounds, tipped in.
And that's what happened right there. He went right to him and got a layup. First lead they've had in a while.
And look at this. Bo Gum gets his first bucket.
He countered. Nice move.
King underneath.
Nice move.
Swingler, a rare shot. That's the first shot he's taken in 3 games.
You see the penetration and the kick on King. He went to the hoop on the baseline. And a nice bounce pass and layup. Now you get that going, this can be something. And plus the tempo's picked up. And Pleasant Plains, I think, as much as they like up tempo, don't want this to happen to them.
Teutopolis by 2. Swingler didn't take a shot in the semifinal. Gubzinski just stuffs
Nice pass out.
Underneath.
They convert anyway. He just handled the ball past it.
See, go the other way. This game is just being played in spurts now.
Well, Teutopolis, rather, is starting to play up to which I thought they should have done from the beginning. Right, go after him.
We had a little run like this in the first half.
This can only pay off for you in a team this fatigue situation. I don't care how you put it. We must factor that in. I keep saying it. Boy, he pushed off, got away with that.
Final 20 seconds here of the third quarter. Bensko again gets free. You know, Bensko is much quicker than he looks. You see him
deceptive, like I said. Mullins, I'm just telling you, it just reminds me so much of Mullins over at Indiana Pacers that you look at him and go, oh, he's slow. Boom, but he's in there. Look at this. Little hand check. He's going real slick with that move, with that arm, though. But he gets in there. There's other times that should be called a foul, but you use that arm to your advantage and not aggressively, you get away with it.
11 points now for Bensko looking.
And he does it so quietly. You know why? He doesn't shoot long jumpers all the time. Bangers, you know, that makes it look like you have a lot of points. He just deceptively gets in there, gets a layup, and he gets fouled, and he's deadly from the free throw line.
Pleasant Plains by 1.
And they countered. That's what I'm saying. They countered every rush that Teutopolis gave it.
Kester is long and will run out the clock right here. 8 minutes to go, dare we say, in regulation. But after 3 quarters, Pleasant Plains leading by 1, 33-32. The state championship on the line. Watch Dusty Bensko as we go to commercial break.
These days, it seems like everybody's always reachable, instantly accessible. Until there's a busy signal, a hold message, and the realization that your insurance company isn't there for you. Enter Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers real quick. After all, what good is a phone if there's no one there to listen? Country Companies Insurance.
Kids 12 and under might not be old enough to play for the Bulls, but they're just the right size to be a baby bull. It's the Fox Sports Net Baby Bulls Contest, presented by Chevrolet. Just send in a postcard with your child's name, age, address, and phone number, and send it to Fox Sports Net. 5 lucky kids will become baby bulls and win Bulls tickets, an on-court appearance, and a Fox Sports Net gift pack, including hats, t-shirts, keychains, and more. So you better send in your postcard today. Contest deadline is March 31st. The Cubs and Universal Studios Home Video want to send you to the season-opening, history-making Cubs-Met series in Tokyo. It's the For Love of the Cubs sweepstakes. Just send in a postcard for your chance to win tickets to the Cubs-Met series in Japan. Package includes airfare and accommodations. The Cubs are the biggest thing to hit Tokyo since, well, you know who. Don't miss your chance to win this once-in-a-lifetime trip. And make sure to rent For Love of the Game. On video April 4th at Family Video.
Fox Sports Net, home of the White Sox.
Yes, it's a long weekend for all of us here at Fox Sports Net. And Henry, when he's not on camera, has, my God, he's got a tremendous drive to be in the circus.
No doubt.
I saw him in a circus.
And those were eggs.
The amazing Henry.
Those were ostrich eggs.
Oh, okay.
So he's juggling well.
Okay.
Probably
juggling 2 jobs. But anyway, we'll discuss that later.
Yes.
Start of the 4th quarter. Pleasant Plains by 1 in the red. Teutopolis defending in white. Dusty Bensko throwing that one, and Mitch Kester getting a hand on it.
Like the flair of this game is just the fact of how each team has gotten here, and just the fact that triple overtime earlier today adds some type of mix to it. And he's allowed to go back court on that.
He did quite a tightrope back there.
Yeah, he balanced himself. But see, it makes the game more interesting in your approach to what's going on.
Bensko losing it. Fast hands for King, and Sumley takes it away, and Custer will take it back again.
Fell asleep. You got to be aware of somebody around you. Good hustle on the part of Teutopolis.
Man-to-man. For Pleasant Plains.
It's got to be a little frustrating with them, I believe, to know what's going through the minds of, hey, thought we'd wear this team out and they'd be real tired, but they're hanging. Matter of fact, they're winning by 1 point.
Amazing. If you joined us recently, Pleasant Plains, a triple overtime semifinal victory, just had everybody's tongue hanging on the floor. What a thrilling ball game. How would they come back? They've done it.
Yeah. You tell me that's not a mindset on this team, Teutopolis? There's got to wear in your mind that you have to think about that.
King looks down in for Tipton. And a clean block by Bensko.
Coach Crawford's getting frustrated with the calls by the official, or the no calls, maybe I should say. Like I said, this game more and more feeds into Pleasant Plains' favor, I think. Yeah,
underneath both.
That's the way you do it.
Gums got 4, and what a pass from Bensko or Kastner.
And they're starting to move without the ball like they did before. What's got them here? They're starting to move without the ball and have good passing, and they seem to pick up more and more of that uplift that they can use down the stretch run here.
Custer again for 3.
Good look.
And look at the rebound by Sunley. The sophomore's done a job.
Yes, he did, but that was a good look on that shot there. Just didn't fall.
Bogum again with the fake. Wow.
Tell me the confidence level has picked up, and this man's come off the bench both games that I've seen right here. Got a heck of a job.
Custer with the left hand pins it.
But it was a foul by Gum. Yep. Gum fouled earlier out here, so that's, forget the shot because the foul was called earlier. But I tell you, this confidence level, or that surge of energy that the Pleasant Plains is getting right now could be such an important thing if they stretch this lead out a little bit.
The lead is 5 underneath, and Sunley nails Johnny King.
Got his little stairs going on, but that was a good foul. And it was a good play by Johnny to get in there, but that was a good foul. Good aggressive play. But you know what? There's a couple times now in inbounds, and you see right here that they've gotten too close to the hoop. So you better get better on that defense, because last time they laid it up. It's all in the game, Johnny. You go in there, you're going to get fouled.
King's first points, or first point of the second half.
Well, the way he started out as aggressively he was playing, I thought he would just fire him up.
9 in the first quarter, 2 since. And then Bensko pick up the dribble. Someone's going to call a timeout, and he does.
Yes. Eric, so everybody ran away, figuring he was going to bring it up himself. He lost the dribble, and a wise timeout.
5 minutes, 22 seconds to go. Our Taco Bell game reset. 37-33, the score right now. Pleasant Plains has committed 6 fouls, so Teutopolis will be in the bonus on the next personal foul. And there is the Pleasant Plains huddle.
Well, Teutopolis needs some type of play to spark them right now, because they're starting to look more and more like, we can't put these guys away. And Pleasant Plains just building with confidence by way of what they're doing, getting one shot and out, taking care of the ball, getting a little more upbeat into their offense on the other end when they move the ball. And I can say Gum has added that. This kid's brought some spark into this team.
There he is now, working against Tipton. Bo Gum, smallest player on the floor at 5'9", gets it in low.
Oh, how did he make that?
Dusty Bensko.
And these are the things I'm talking about. All of a sudden, you got a run going, and you're making it very difficult. Nice move. Nice move.
But Custer, not enough oomph at the end.
Got to get it out of here. You got numbers. If you come on with it.
Kastner looks
nice
inside.
Pass.
Duraco.
I'm telling you, better get a timeout and get this team together, because Pleasant Plains has now got the confidence and the momentum their way. And that energy level, definitely forget about fatigue when you have this lead.
Ken Crawford calls a timeout. Watch Bensko on the move. We'll be back.
These days, it seems like everybody's always reachable, instantly accessible. Until there's a busy signal, a hold message, and the realization that your insurance company isn't there for you. Enter Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers real quick. After all, what good is a phone if there's no one there to listen? Thank you for your patience. Country Companies Insurance.
If you really want to know Chicago from people who know Chicago, click here. Metro Mix, Chicago's complete online entertainment guide.
Well, there's our Taco Bell game summary. Pleasant Plains picking up its field goal percentage. T-Town still nowhere near what it normally shoots. 3 for 9 from three-point lands, keeping him in this. And the rebounds, look at the advantage for Pleasant Plains. 14 rebounds difference. There is the man, Dusty Bensko. He was all-state, but, you know, he was picked only third team by the coaches. I think we may demand a recount.
Well, you know, big-time players step up big time when you get in game situations like this. Not everybody has a game situation like this at the championship. That's what it's all about, getting there. We'll trade that third team, first team anytime. Could be a
violation on Johnny King.
Yes. And this is what I mean. When you had that run and you're not hitting that outside shot that you normally hit, you give a team an opportunity, because this is championship play.
State championship on the line, and a
I don't know
wild pass.
You got numbers.
You don't aim for the shins. Underneath, what a block by Gobzinski, but the follow is good.
Yes. You tell me the step and the pep and the step and everything else is going for Pleasant Plains is picked up because they smell it. And you see the replay right here. I tell you, a bad pass getting here, but they had numbers. You get it? What a block this was. Get some elevation there. Gobzinski got the ball, but the follow-up right there. Man, suddenly, man, just was right there on the spot.
8 points for Sunley. Make it 9. The lead is 11.
This is could be a heck of a story if they can hold to this, but don't count this team out. Teutopolis can come back on you long as you start hitting and play a little more aggressive defense. Because you're starting to get to the danger point now.
That's what happened in the quarterfinal. Yes, in the quarterfinal, there's a rejection.
They ran into each other. You know they should not be. Oh, I shouldn't call it, because two teammates collided.
They called it on gum.
And I like to see the collision, because I don't know what caused the collision. Let's see if there's a foul here. Yes, he reached in. But I tell you what, it was a light foul. The second look. There's the block. The ball's back out. Gobzinski retrieves it. Yes, that's a foul. But they bumped, two teammates collided. But it was a foul. Good call by the officials.
First free throw for Gobzinski today. Shoots only 51%. Well, Teutopolis was down 11 points in the quarterfinal against Nashville, but that was in the first half of that game.
Right. Times against, you got 4 minutes and 1 second. If you take care of the ball, now that press is coming now.
9-point lead. They want to get it into the hands of that young man right there. And they got to get it over 10 seconds. And a blocking foul is called, and it's a good call. Dan Grimm was right there.
You know, I thought it could have been traveling before the foul was called. You see right here, they had a rough time getting it over, but he's coming. Right here, he spins.
Custer was not set.
I don't know if that was a foul, Mike. I think I would call traveling before I call that. Here comes Gum. But I tell you what, the breaks when you're aggressive, because they've picked up their offense, and Gum, count him.
Once again, it's a scrum. Tipped in.
Good hustle. And Mitch is right. Mitch and Gum did the right thing.
And back we go the other way. Kastner. Look at DeWacco with the offensive board.
Steps. And I tell you, there's a few things of harm to grab and everything else. They're not letting go, but then the tippy-tap stuff, they're calling. This game's not over. You know that.
7-point lead now for Teutopolis. For Pleasant Plains, it was 11, and there's a reach-in foul on Gum.
That's a fatigue foul. You can't do that reach-in. They play much better defense than that, but give Teutopolis credit. They're coming back, and they're going after you. And that's what they have to do if they want to win this ball game.
Third
That's just not a good foul by Bogo.
Kester, 84% from the line, will be looking for his 15th and 16th points. More important to cut the lead down to 5.
If I'm Pleasant Plains, I would go into a zone only because you say they haven't proved to me they can hit consistent outside shot. That's not their makeup, though. And that's what I would do, protect myself and use a little bit of that. But hey, they're going to play the way they got here. The press is hurting this team a little bit, too.
Well, this is where fatigue will tell. Once again, the turnover and the push-off.
Press is hurting this team.
Well, in 30 seconds, the lead has gone from 11 to 5.
Absolutely. And as I mentioned, the press is hurting. They throw it away. And just what I said, Gum is playing a tremendous game. All of a sudden, there's been 3 little miscues by him that has turned it into a ball game all of a sudden. Not to blame him, but heck, so it's just the way it is.
Foul is on Ryan Sunley. That is his 4th. And Teutopolis will be shooting 1-1. There's the Pleasant Plains huddle with 4:01 left on the clock. The lead was 11. Now, 41 seconds have gone by. The lead is now 5 and shrinking. Let's check into next week's schedule. And we're going to give you the information. This is it for sure. Our Class AA championship action, March Madness, starts at noon on Friday with the quarterfinals. All games will be on Fox Sports Net. Saturday we start at 11 and 1 with the semifinals. Third place game at 6:30. The 8:30 championship game, of course, that will immediately follow the third place game. All action again on Fox Sports Net. So that's the story.
All that story here, the lack of the...
Well, you can certainly not argue with the first part of that, Sonny.
I hear you, my friend. I failed to take up on the way down here, and I was shocked at the price I had to pay. And I'll tell you this right now, the lack of ball execution has hurt Pleasant Plains. They got there by having good ball handling and getting to the layups and playing good possession basketball. All of a sudden, they're throwing it away, and the press has really hurt them. Teutopolis has put a pressure on that's caused a few turnovers.
Todd Taylor, his first chance for a point tonight, shoots under 50% from the line.
Todd's been in foul trouble.
You saw it there.
And here's where they've been hurting Pleasant Plains, because the pressure in the trap was hurting, which I would have continued that. I wouldn't let up on that.
Pass now, guarded by
picked up his dribble. It's a bad thing to do. And good defense.
Once again, Gum loses the ball. Here's Johnny King. Suddenly the rebound. And the foul after the shot and after the rebound. Johnny King, Mr. Consistency, just didn't make it that time.
Well, you can look at this team and feel today they may be a little tired also, because that's a tired fatigue. But good D, he got the ball, and I'm telling you, turnovers are killing this team, Pleasant Plains. You're not getting shots when you do that. He just missed that shot. Good rebound. He snatched that down beautifully right there.
And Taylor just about wrestles him. And that is the 5th foul on Todd Taylor. He is gone.
As I said, he's been in foul trouble the whole game, so it hurts.
Nick Swingler comes in to replace him.
Even with the run, Pleasant Plains, if they could just come back and look at their part of it trying to win, to stop the run. They made the run with that 41 seconds. Now they come back with a couple free throws here and get back to handling the ball well, then it makes it tough for Teutopolis. But if they come down and spark a little bit and continue to play this game with the aggressive approach that they've had in the last few seconds, they can still get it, because this is still a ball game.
Sunley with the 2 free throws, now with 11 points, 4 for 4 from the line this quarter. Under 3 minutes to go, the lead back to 7. Swingler not a threat to shoot. Kobzinski been held in check. Custer.
Nice defense. That was a tough shot.
And the rebound to Dusty Bensko.
Now here's what if they take care of the ball, they definitely got it in their favor. You got to take care of the ball. You want to win this game.
Sunley. Called for steps.
Man.
2:21 to go. Sunley with the open shot underneath got a little too excited.
Well, I tell you what, there was no charge or block called on that collision over there. And Dusty made a nice little pass to his teammate, but they called travel. And I'll tell you, that might have capped something right there if he'd have made that.
Bensko, 14 points. 11 points for Sunley.
Those turnovers, Pleasant Plains 11, and it's hurt them the last few turnovers. Teutopolis 7, so 4 difference.
King is trying to work his way into the paint. Custer, a threat to shoot from anywhere. Swingler is not. This is King. Kubczynski.
That was a tough shot.
He's got 6.
And that was a clutch shot right there. That was a must-make shot, and he did. Bring it to the hoop.
Lead is 5. Pleasant Plains with the ball. Nearly stolen by Kubczynski. Dusty Bensko.
You don't need a shot. You better take it back out.
Sunley.
Made a liar out of me.
Best press there is.
And the best shot in the world is what you make when I say don't.
13 points for Sunley.
Big shot.
Lead back to 7, coming up to a minute 20. Here's King.
Good block. The goal they called.
Roth on the foul, his second.
Well, he went to the hoop and blocked that one. They are challenging every. How many block shots in this game? We have that stat. Because, man, there's awfully a lot of block shots in this game.
Well, 6 blocks for Teutopolis, 7 for Pleasant Plains.
That's a lot of blocks.
Here is Johnny King.
Got to make him, Johnny. Keeping the ball game.
Split his last pair.
Now, I said before when I said, hey, you don't need a shot, and they made it anyway, that being Pleasant Plains, I'd rather see him take it back out and run some clock in there with a minute 18 seconds left.
48-41, 7-point lead. King can't get it to go. He's missed 3 of 4 and a foul on Tipton.
Now, if you make your free throws, how you got here because Riverton didn't make their free throws in the semifinal game. And you're here. You play tough. You have to make them if you want to win this ball game. You just stretch the lead.
Jordan Roth going to the line. First trip to the line tonight. He also is struggling, as they say, at the free throw line. 52% from the year.
You know, I learned one thing. When you're tired and real tired, you should shoot free throws even better than you do when you're real pumped up and ready to go.
For concentration.
You're a little relaxed. And that's what free throws are about, relaxing.
There, he nailed that.
Because when you're pumped up and ready to go, it's like a quarterback coming out opening game. You're throwing it too high, you're throwing it too low, all that emotion. Right here, you're a little relaxed, and you can collect yourself a little better.
Pleasant Plains has never won a state championship. They finished.
There's a nice set of free throws for Pleasant Plains. So
he's got 9.
This is a big set right here. You got to come up with something. You got to come up with something.
They finished in the Elite 8. This is the 4th time. They've never placed. Foul is on just Duraco. And that's the 4th on Duraco. Pleasant Plains has been, I'm sorry, Norm, Pleasant Plains has been in the tournament 3 years ago. Then 20 years before that, 76 and 77.
Well, you got to make them. And he made his free throw. Kubczynski, they just see the replay on this particular play. Going to the hoop. He's taking it to the hoop, taking it upon himself. And it could have been questionable, but they called the foul. He's getting 2 shots out of it. Now, if they handle the press, you got to handle the press.
7-point lead. Dusty Bensko, the man they want to handle the ball.
Right, but don't lose your dribble out there.
And the quick foul.
Oh.
Custer and Kubczynski.
That only took 5 seconds.
And Kubczynski gets the foul.
It was minute 4, minute 5 when they took it out. Not more than that went off the clock. I'm surprised to look up still see a minute is what I'm trying to say.
Well, if you want a man at the free throw line for your team,
this is the man.
Here he is. Missed the front half.
I'll tell you.
Final minute.
7-point lead, 53 seconds.
Custer, they're looking for the 3.
Count it.
From way downtown. Look at Duraco get the rebound.
That's why they're winning this game.
They've got a 2-on-1 if they hurry.
Good defense.
Nice. play.
Yes. And you know, I might have taken it back out, honestly. You just go in the corner and get some clock off of you.
Nick Swingler making a fine play here. Watch the developing.
Yes, you do. Because they had a break going.
Let's come back to live action now. This is a nice play by Swingler.
Well, he got it in, and Dusty retrieved it.
Clock is moving as once again Roth is fouled by King.
What a story this would be if Pleasant Plains continue to lead and get this victory. The triple overtime semifinal to come out here and to play like they have. And I said this tempo was in their favor. You make free throws, you win ball games right here down the stretch. This is what it's all about.
Here's Roth.
You missed 2 in a row. You missed 2 in a row. Because if you make free throws, you would have a 52-43 point lead. And then you come back with this. You make 2, you have a 54-43 lead. But none, that's not the case so far.
Well, he's got 10. The lead is 8.
It's a tough way to come back. It's going to be a tough one.
They got to be firing threes. And look at the defense by Pleasant Plains. Roth the steal.
You don't want it. Oh! That clinched it. That clinched it.
Look at the bench at Pleasant Plains.
That clinched it. Boy, that gives you goosebumps just to see these kids have some excitement. You see the replay because it's just a bad pass. And it goes down. Like I tell you, you're talking about some big points down the stretch run here.
And that was a dangerous play by Budzinski. I'm surprised they didn't call a flag.
You tell me, John Roof. Man, you're talking about big clutch plays down the stretch. Here's the second look. Just a steal. Oh, you know, good after.
And with that, both benches empty. No problem. There's just all sorts of substituting going on as the reserves have come in.
Well, it's just happy times. You know what a tremendous story. As I mentioned, with this triple overtime victory earlier in the day, then come back tonight and win a championship.
What a player he's been today. Jordan Roth, what sophomore play they've gotten for Pleasant Plains.
That's exactly what I'm saying. He's hit some big-time shots.
13 points for Roth. He comes out, and the champions are going to be the Cardinals.
What a story.
Here is Aaron Niebrugge. He has it blocked.
Rebounding won this game, Mike.
Aaron Zirkle blocks it. That's Zirkle with the ball. Ryan Nelson. Josh Sitterlet lets it go. And finally, Jeremy Pinkerton at the buzzer. It's good. Count it. 54-43.
What a great feeling, man. I'm telling you. That's a great, great feeling. And you have to hang your heads to Teutopolis. And their effort, man, was great. But to get here, and you got to feel for them also.
An incredible, incredible performance. Yes. If you were with us today, you saw the intense pressure and the fatigue and the amazing quarterfinal between Riverton and Pleasant Plains. Yeah. They won that. How much do they have in the tank? Well, you've got your answer.
Well,
these kids have a full tank at any price.
And it's a very expensive set of gas with the price. But I tell you this, they played their hearts out.
Our player of the game, we give it to the sophomore. Ryan Sunley, number 40, a behemoth under the boards, 13 points. Our Pepsi player of the game. Not only will he be back, but the whole starting lineup will be back with one exception. Let's go to Mitch.
All right, Coach, you had everything going against you. A triple overtime game. You're playing the powerhouse Teutopolis. You guys would not quit.
No, we sure would not quit. We found some extra energy somewhere, and they just wanted bad enough. They came